Hello everyone, this is Libby Gray and welcome to my YouTube channel. This is the series of videos, I guess, that are going to address Osage politics. The big story around here right now are the two Osage news stories and the one Big Heart Time news story that came out regarding the Bureau of Indian Affairs and its superintendent, Melissa Curry. What we do know for sure is that she's on temporary leave. One story said that she was on medical leave, and the other two stories just said she was on temporary leave, a 120-day assignment to the Seminole Agency. That's what we know for sure. Now, there have been rumors for a long time that there's an investigation being done on Melissa. I would say at least 4 months, probably longer. There have been these rumors going on about this investigation. And so when the Osage News talked to Melissa, she flatly denied that there was any investigation. She said for sure there was no investigation, that she had just been having some medical problems, been working from home, and that's probably what started the gossip, and we know how Osage gossip can be. So when the Osage News called the Bureau of Indian Affairs, they talked to Nedra Darling, and she said that she wouldn't confirm or deny that there was an investigation going on. So, again, if this is a case of good old Osage gossip, I don't see why she wouldn't deny it if there was anything going on and kind of put everyone's mind at ease. But that's not what happened, so everyone's kind of just left wondering what's going on. And it's kind of caused a panic. At this point, I'm wondering why there's a lot of panic. If no one's saying there's an investigation, why is there a panic? But evidently, it created enough of a stir that Chief Reddy Gull felt the need to go to the Osage Minerals Council meeting. It was a public meeting, and plead Melissa's case for her and say how much we need her here. And again, it's a 120-day temporary leave. If she's coming back, I don't know why that happened, but it did. The Minerals Council decided also in their state of panic to pass a resolution supporting Melissa. Again, no one's ever said she's done anything wrong officially. Why they did that, I don't know, but they felt the need. The vote was called for by Councilwoman Cynthia Boone. It passed. There were 2 people that abstained from the vote, Sonny Abbott and Andrew Yates, and 1 person that just voted no, and that was the chairman of the Minerals Council, Galen Crum. So when they talked to Galen, he basically just said, you know, this is a personnel matter, it seems like. No one's officially told us anything. I don't feel that there's a need for this resolution. The people that are there now that are filling in while Melissa's gone are meeting all of our needs for the Minerals Council, so it's not that big of a deal. Sonny Abbott, on the other hand, got up and spoke when this vote happened, and he said, you know, I understand that Melissa's a good Osage girl, and she comes from a good Osage family. But it takes more than a good Osage girl from a good Osage family to manage a $4 billion mineral estate. Now, at that point, I would think since the Bureau of Indian Affairs put her in charge of that, they would maybe feel the need to come in and take up for her a little bit and say, well, the reason we think she's qualified to run your mineral estate, to handle your assets, is because she's got this degree or that degree, and it came from here, and she's got this many years of experience on top of that education. They're staying quiet. They're not telling us why she's qualified to handle our $4 billion mineral estate. She's just kind of there. So my question is, why isn't the Minerals Council concerned about any of this stuff that's going on? They just are kind of blindly supporting Melissa, or at least 5 members of them are, blindly supporting Melissa, and they're not saying, well, wait a minute. We're here to protect the shareholders, we're here to protect the mineral estate, and we've got someone who, yeah, she's worked for the Bureau for 28 years, but she basically has no education on how to take care of any of this stuff. And what did she do for the whole 28 years? Because I don't think the whole 28 years she was handling this. I don't know what she started out as, but she's only been the superintendent for, what, maybe 10 years or so. And we know that there have been problems with the oil producers. Those guys go to our Mineral Council meetings, and they talk to our Mineral Council members. And they've said, hey, why has it taken, 70 days to get a lease approved? In some cases, why is it taking 140 days to get a lease approved? You know, on the good end of that, that's 2 months that there's no drilling. There's 2 months that there's no oil extraction. That's 2 months worth of money that's not making it to your payment check, shareholders. So shouldn't the Minerals Council, I don't know, talk to the BIA and say, can we streamline this some way? Can we make this more efficient? Because our job is to represent the shareholders. And our job is to make sure that we increase the value of their shares. They're kind of more concerned with defending someone against accusations that have never been made by anybody. There's technically no investigation, so what are you doing, guys? You know, we've heard in the news stories there have been interviews with Nona Roach and Bob Jackman, and they're levying a lot of accusations against Melissa as far as her incompetence. You know, and I don't know if it's incompetence or if it's personal agenda or if it's none of the above. What I do know for sure is that all of us shareholders elected you guys in the Minerals Council to protect our mineral estate, to represent us. And when you hear these accusations and you don't attempt to get to the bottom of them, you're not looking out for our interests. You know, remember us, the people that elected you? You're not looking out for us. So as a shareholder, what I would like to say is quit chasing the red herrings, guys. As a Minerals Council, and since this new government came into being, you've chased every red herring that's come your way instead of going, hey, how can we increase the value of these shares? How can we make things more efficient? I mean, why were you concerned with who owns the villages? That doesn't help my payment check. That doesn't help those oil producers to get oil out of the ground any faster. But we went there. I don't know. You felt like it. Why are we worried about who's counting the ballots in the Minerals Council elections? Oh, we don't want to follow Osage law. But then you turn around and hire the same company to count your ballots that counted the other ballots for the general elections. You're wasting your time. You're wasting our time. And in the process, you're wasting some money for us all. We elected you guys. Look at the Constitution. You're supposed to protect and manage the mineral estates. That's what you're supposed to do. You're not supposed to worry about who owns the villages. You're not supposed to worry about gaming. You're not supposed to worry about 90% of what you're worrying about. Just do what it says. Do what your job description says you should be doing. That's all I'm asking. So, you know, our Minerals Council members probably need to go talk to the BIA and say, look, we've got these issues. Oil's not coming out of the ground like it should be. Surface owners are ticked off at us, and they're trying to slow us down because we're not treating them very nice. We're bulldozing down their property without even, like, letting them know. So we need to have some negotiations. Either we need to go to the BIA and say, we can do it better. We're going to compact this function because we can handle it. Or, no, we don't have the capacity right now, but we still need you and us to work together to get to the bottom of this. We don't need to be drug into court, you know, once a month by surface owners because we're not doing them right. We don't need to be, you know, holding up leases because these guys they're there to make money. If they're not going to make money, they're not going to drill here. Then everybody loses. So that's the news story lately. I'm sure there's going to be more coming out. There's surface owners now meeting today. So as this develops, I'll keep letting you guys know what's up. So thank you for watching the vlog and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next week.